Hello there everybody, how are you all doing on this fabulous Thursday? I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Laguna, for the hydrate. I don't know if you knew somehow that I was eating a pack of salami and cheese, but it was very well timed. Cheers to you as well, okay? That's what we should do. We should have a last counter, not a first. Everyone has a first. We should have a last. It just tracks the last new person to talk and chat. And then at the end of every stream, I will write something and claim my rightful title. This game has spiders. It looks like a giant water walking spider. Thankfully, the game does have spiders, but only for the player. I've been informed that that was a spider that you built and you drive. So, fear not. You like the tags? Yeah, I mean, like, who knows what to do with those tags, man? Do they even do anything? I can't imagine they do. Never building that thing? Then you will never see spiders. See, you've solved the problem. Alright, I am going to press this button and then immediately press this. Let us go. Expecto Petroleum! Alright. Let's just pause a sec. That's not how you pause. Let's just pause a sec. There we go. Alright, let's think. Well, I mean, they are, right? Like, it's crazy to me that they're like, add up to 10 tags. What? I feel like you never need more than, like, 5 words to fully define anything. If I'm being completely honest. Alright, so we wanted to build petroleum. Expected petroleum, that's clever. We were talking about petroleum last time, so it just felt right. Right, yeah, so we need chemical plants of some variety, which are these guys. Oil refineries, that's not a chemical plant, you fool. Make some. What do they need? What are we low on? Bricks? No, we have a lot of bricks. Steel? Yeah, it's steel. We're low on steel. Let's go get steel. Steel is right here anyway. Maybe you... That should do us for now. There we go. So, we now have this. This is fully loaded. We are taking the oil out of these and moving them over here. Eventually. Doesn't look like we're doing that just yet. Oh yeah, because I wanted to make sure that the pump fit. Well, if the pump fits... Yeah, it does. Because we want to be able to connect them in a line, and then, yeah, everything's good. Alright, so let's just hook them up for now. I need this one for the time being, which is this guy. Like that. I am now stuck. Okay, let's do it like that. There we go. Genius. Alright. Now that's all connected. So what I should be able to do is just walk down here and disconnect these, right? And it will just move over to the other ones. Seems to be what's happening. That seemed to work mostly. I mean, it worked well enough. There's 100 crude oil in there. Hook it up. Remove it. Okay. We have now transferred the crude oil. We lost 5,000 of it in the process. Sorry. We lost 20,000 of it in the process, but I can live with that. Because now, all I need to do is 1, 2, 3. With a power pole. I'm always very careful with my expecto patronums. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we just have our refineries come out the sides, right? Because these have pipes on the sides, and I feel like it makes sense for it to sprawl this way. Because then what we can do is oil refinery here, and then if it's just petroleum into, what is it called? We make petroleum gas. And then we take that petroleum gas. And then what? Oh yeah, and then water to make some sulfur. Do we need sulfur? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, we do need sulfur. We need that for the chemical science pack. So we need to just make a ton of sulfur. What we do with that sulfur, we'll figure out later. But for now, let's just make a ton of sulfur. No, it's too close to the oil refineries, or too close to the oil tanks. I should not throw a grenade. I will not be doing that. Because I'm intelligent. On occasion. Alright, so we have this. How do these look? Fucking massive. My god. Okay. They're huge. They appear to have 2 inputs. Which I guess makes sense. They make a nice little slushing sound when you take them out. And put them away. That's pretty cool. Do these do that? No, they're just metal. Okay. That's less fun. Alright, so we need... It is just petroleum, right? Yeah, just crude oil into petroleum. And... It needs 100 crude oil every 5 seconds, 20 every second. Did I see that Jacksepticeye is in the new 007 game? No. No, I did not. Are they a good actor? I have no way of knowing. I've actually never seen any of their stuff. I don't really watch, like, many creators, honestly. Okay, so we have our inputs, and how do we want to do this? We obviously need our outputs to head northwards, right? I think that just makes sense. So what we could do is just have a single pipe that comes out from this little array and heads this way. And I think that is what we're going to do here. Yeah, because then it actually connects with the array quite neatly. The pipe comes out right here, and I can't draw. So I guess that's my cross to bear. All right, perfect. Does this need to be like that? Probably, but maybe we can do it better. Give me the regular power poles. Okay, there we go. They're almost all powered. Give me this. Put it right there. And put that right there. Okay, perfect. Who does he play in the new 007 game? Is it just one of those things where they always add the creator playing themselves talking about the events in the game, or are they an actual character? Even if it's just a cameo, are they an actual character in the game? Instead of just, you know, like someone just being like, oh no, did you see the craziness that's happening in whatever country James Bond is doing shit in now? Can you believe it? Is an NPC, he's a bartender? Okay, I can respect that cameo then. That's a good cameo. I like that. Because, my god, I don't know if any of you have had the misfortune of watching Free Guy. Like, it's okay. Although I do think we're getting quite past the point where Ryan Reynolds has run out of both ideas and goodwill, at least with me. Like, I'm just kind of fed up with him, of his style of humor. But there was a lot of that in that movie, and Taika Waititi as well. Just not a fan of his humor either. And this was before I watched Thor: Love and Thunder, I think. I was kind of sick of his shtick before that. But I guess just for moving, we should just do this. Like that. So this is what? 20 every second. And how much are we getting out of those? Can I check on the map? Obviously we don't want to use all of it, like every last second, but These are all 1 a second, right? 1 a second. All of them. Is there no way to speed them up? Oh, hold on. This is saying 19 per second. Hold on. 24 per second, 10 per second. Alright, so they're all kind of varying. But yeah, there was a lot of that, like, oh, look at this popular creator that we just shoved in here talking about the events of the movie. Please clap. How much we got going on in here? 28. 37-ish. 37, 50, 7, 63, 62, 72, 84. Alright, so roughly we have 84. Let's just say we have 84 a second and these do 20 a second. So we can have 4 refineries. So let's just assume that we're going to do that then. What we might want to do is leave a gap in between each. Like, just ever so slightly, just move it down like 2, and then grab the chemical plants and leave a gap here, and leave a gap there. This really is starting to look like Vector. There we go, Vector City from Final Fantasy VI. There's a freaking Magic the Gathering land named after that town, and I just could not remember it for some reason. Imperial capital. Alright, there we go. How is that new 007 game, by the way? Is it any good? I hope it is. I have... Speaking of things that I've kind of gotten over, I also feel like 007 is something I've kind of not really like been that into for quite a while. But I hope the game is good. Please, my lord. A crumb of good game. I've heard it's good. That's good news to me then. Who's my favorite Bond? I mean, well, it isn't Daniel Craig. That's a given. It is not, in fact, Daniel Craig. It's not Pierce Brosnan either. I'm trying to think. Who has been Bond? Like, I want to say Sean Connery just because it's Sean Connery. And I think I'm allowed to do that, right? I can... That's a legal move. Why not Craig of the Daniel? Well, by process of elimination, that's Sean. No, there's been like 6 people who played Bond, isn't it? Or 6 or 7? Like, there's been some... There was some, like, older Bonds that were only in black and white or something. Probably. I don't know. If you say Connery, you have to do his accent. I can't do Sean Connery's accent. Are you kidding me? I can't... I think by law, I am not allowed to do Sean Connery's accent. There's a restraining order between me and Sean Connery's accent. I have to stay at least like 2 octaves away from his accent at all times. Who did Moonraker? Who did Moonraker and Thunderball? Was it Thunderball? No, that's a lottery. Thunder Punch? I don't know. No, that's a Pokemon move. Those were 2 that always played around Christmas time on TV, and so those were always on the TV around Christmas time, so I remember those. Alright, petroleum. I have some. I need to make another 2. Okay, so now we're not at capacity on the crude oil, but we are using a good amount of it. And I think that's good enough for now. Let's research the rest of this garbage while we're at it. There we go. Can't remember them, you don't like them very much. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. Thunderdome? No, it's not Thunderdome, is it? That's not its actual name. Surely. Why is this telling the game to go the other... No, I don't need that. That's a Mad Max thing, isn't it? Anyway. Alright, so these are powered, and I'm happy about that. They're needlessly powered from two directions, but honestly, I think that just gives it character. 0072 Electric Boogaloo, that is a good one. No, I liked 006 when they made the needless prequel. Then again, isn't Bring to Light, whatever it's called? That's a Magic the Gathering card. Isn't First Light an origin story, which I thought we just were never going to be able to see because I didn't realize that James Bond had a beginning, middle, or end. I thought he was ageless and eternal. 006, the seventh one. Now that's a good name for the next movie. They should call it that. Petroleum, we've made that. What do we do with it? Sulfur. Yeah, I need water. Alright, we have some. So one of these gives us 1,200. How much do I need? 30 per second for each 30 petroleum gas. Okay. I am making 20, 40, 60. I'm making 80. I should probably have stopped at 60. Can I use petroleum gas for anything else? Let us check the compendium, or whatever the hell this thing is called. I can. Advanced oil processing. Okay, so having some excess... Wait, no, that's excess crude oil. Never mind. Petroleum. I can. So having some excess petroleum is not a bad thing. Alright, so I think what we'll do then is we will take all of this and we will feed it into its own set of... storage tanks. There we go. That's the word. Words are really, like, hard, and people just don't talk about that enough. I guess I'll do it like this. No, we should make some more space. Like that. Because then what we can do is we can put this down in the ground. And then we can have access to... Oh, I do like that the colors are different. That's good. That's pretty neat. Because now what we can do is we can have access to our petroleum and... our crude oil and our petroleum. 00733 and 1/3. Remastered Grenadier or Grenadier. Then it's an RPG. Now you've made a JRPG. Probably a very bad one, but one nonetheless. Chop it down. Okay, so is this enough for this to empty at all? Is this attached? Am I dead? I feel like this is not attached. Is it one too far away? I would like to die. Alright. Go! Fly, my pretties. Imagine a James Bond RPG. No, what we want is a James Bond roguelike. That's what we want. That's what we want? Rerun? That's what I want. I would play a lot of a James Bond themed, like... Okay, that was really fast. Hey, you have 10k though. And the tanks are full. So you can just ferry 10k at a time. We can fix that though. We can improve it. Show me the train. Equals 10,000 or equals 0, and then is less than 10,000 or greater than 10,000. Let's make this 15,000. Let's make this 20,000. Do it. Do it. I also can't imagine a James Bond RPG. It would have to be like XCOM, turn-based, but with one character and yeah. The James Bond idle marriage. you play as M and you just say and you just go, Bond, a new mission has come in for you. and then you just click, and then Bond goes and does whatever the fuck it is he does, and then you just sit there getting paid for a decent salary, actually. Except for that one time where you get kidnapped. But that's like one of those events that happens in the Idle Manager. Alright, so we have these. But let's focus. Let's focus. It's very important work that we're doing here, everybody. I don't know why we keep getting so distracted. Sulfur. Water and petroleum. Right, water. Yeah, we were doing that. We're also making things, which I'm assuming is good. Any new stuff that doesn't need military, or doesn't need blue. Oh yeah, flammables. Things burn better. That's not going to cause any problems. He said, looking into the future. We've discovered fire. Where's the water pump? Here we go. Offshore pump. That's what I need. Now I have it. And it is weird to me that this just doesn't need power, but I'm not going to be too upset, honestly. Chemical plants. We also need that. So... chemical plant... this guy. We need electrical pipes. Electrical circuits and metal pipes? Yeah, a lot of metal pipes. Maybe I should get these being crafted into a box as well somewhere. Some overhaul mods require offshore pumps to have power. Yeah, I could see that. It's so weird that they just, you know, they electrolyze the water with some catalysts, I guess, and then just use that to fuel the pump. Also, how are you, Random? Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday, mate. James Bond party game. That would work. They give you small wind turbines. That's a fair compromise, I guess. So, if I wanted to make, and I do, if I wanted to make some metal pipes, just like automate this. It's just plates. It's actually just plates. I don't really want to, but I do, and I'm going to. And here's the thing: nobody can stop me. Nobody can. So I'm just going to do it. And I'm confident in my choices. I'm doing the right thing. Give me this. I have figured out how to copy shit. The world is my oyster at this point. So I think I need this to be metal pipes. I'd make a suggestion to change your power inserters to burner inserters. Prevents a power loop. It's almost done, but yeah. Oh, okay, so it's not quite. Power inserters to burner inserters. What's a power loop? I guess I'm not quite sure what the issue would be. If the... like, it's not like it's going to short circuit or anything, right? I don't know enough to know the danger is the problem. If your power dies, so do you inserters. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's okay. My power will never die. My power will never die. I guess here's the thing, though. The burner inserters feed themselves, right? Until it does. Yeah, but no, but it doesn't, though. You see, that's the thing. I already said. It won't. So because I bagsied it, so it can't happen. So if I make pipes, how many do I make a second? I make 2. And if I want this... oh, that's also half a second. There's a lot of... takes a lot. I'll make the pipe to grounds myself. Let's just make the pipes. How's that? How's that for a plan? I think it's a good plan. Because I came up with it. Alright. The slowest inserter we own. Connected to the smallest box I have on me at the time. Actually, can I make it? Yes, I can. Amazing. I made 5 for some reason. I don't know why. But here we are. There we go. You are going to make exclusively pipe. And then I just need to power it. Beautiful. Alright, I can now research nothing. They self-feed between the few you send down the line, preferably coal. Yeah, I remember that they self-feed. Uh-oh. What's this about, then? Are we at maximum capacity? Oh, no. We'll be fine. Find it funny when new players use solid fuel in their steam boilers. What else can you use? Is there another option? Like Vood? You can use Vood. Vood is an option, I suppose. So why is this not scrolling? Like, the chat is just not scrolling. Furnaces to steel and the belts to red. Oh, you know what? That's probably what it is. We're probably not... Because not all of these burners are on. We're feeding all of this from this right-hand side. Or from this left-hand side, mostly. Sure looks like it. Why are these not working? They should be, right? Are these facing the wrong way? Oh, they favor the right-hand side. I see. So, okay. That is weird. You'd think it would use them both equally, because it's filtering it like this. Inserters favor the opposite side. Yeah, they do. And it makes sense when you look at them hanging over it. You can kind of see where they're reaching. Yeah. Wood, coal, solid fuel, rocket fuel, and nuclear fuel. So, yeah, but those are all solid fuels in your boilers then, right? So, what's the difference between using coal or something else? Oh, you mean solid fuel is a different thing? Because I'm just using coal. I don't know any better, frankly. That's not because I think I'm making a good choice. It's because I don't know anything. Coal is easier to get. Yeah, it just is. Do I have any burner inserters on me? I don't want to make any more because I find the idea repulsive. But if I have some in a box, I will pick them up. Have 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And now the power won't fully go out. The higher the fuel, the more efficient it gets, but more steps together. Right, yeah, I imagine at some point, surely, the efficiency gains outweigh the input entropy and all that. Alright. What does this button do? Circuit network. Oh, that's the, yeah. It's the circuit network, it turns out. Alright, let's get these chemical plants built. They are much smaller, and that fills me with joy. However, now the question of how do we orient this? Because we need water and petroleum. You know what we should do? We should have this up here. You know what we should do? We should have this over here. We should not have this over here at all. We have this huge area right here. What if we put it here? Right? Like, there's nothing in particular... Damn it. There's nothing in particular keeping us over here, which is probably not a great place to be anyway. So let's pick this up. And let's build it up here? I mean, this is far away from the labs. Like, there's the lab. If I build up here, there'll be nothing. Yeah, I'm building it here. This will be fine. Alright, so let's think. We need 2 items... Sorry. Let's think. We need 2 items to go in and 1 item to come out. Because we're making Just sulfur for now. So water, petroleum. And it's built inside the railroad. Yeah. Yeah. Rocket fuel and nuclear fuel for the trains. Holy shit. Those trains must be flying. So I think the best way to do this would be to do something like... maybe this? Because if I do this, right, I can then have these go at an arbitrary distance. So I can then... I have nothing. Be right back. It seems to have corrected itself. Let's go grab some pipes. Fantastic. Let's go grab some more. Alright, perfect. Let's make a couple of those, and a couple of those. So, here's what I'm thinking, right? We are going to have, basically... no, don't build them, just use them. Big fluid pipes. That's the goal. Pipe, and lower pipe, and yeah. So if we have a pipe like this, and then we have another pipe like this, what we can do is we can then say this one connects here, and this one connects there. And then we can just feed off of it. Top speed with normal nuclear, not quality, is 298 kilometers an hour? Holy shit. That is obscene. And so then what we can do is we can just feed off of these, like, fluid buses, I guess, if you want to think of it like that. And if we are going to do it like that, or fluid buffer is maybe a better way to think of it. And if we are doing it like that, which I think we should, I like the way it looks, I like how simple it is, we can probably do something like this. One here, and then one there. And then we have our 2 pipes down the center, so there will need to be a little more room. And when I make sulfur, I just get sulfur. Okay, perfect. So let's think about this. So there will need to be a little more room. So probably something like this. And then that. Because then we can go boom, boom, boom. Like this. Like that. Looks a little silly. Actually, we want to leave space to be able to get through it, right? Otherwise, this is going to be just a huge blockage. So yeah, let's make some more room. How much can this transport? Can the pipe just transport an infinite amount at an infinite speed? It kind of looks like it. It can only be so long, it seems like. That's the limit. But other than that, there doesn't appear to be a limit. So let's just work under the assumption that what we build here will be enough. I've heard that's always a good assumption to make in these games. And then what we can do is like this, and then like that, like this, and then like that. I like it. And so then we would do something similar here. So we'd have this, and then that, this, and then that. I think that looks good. I think I like the way that looks. And then I can fit the car through here. Very important that I can fit the car through here. Yeah, I like that. Probably a little overcomplicated for how much we're going to need. I mean, it takes 30 petroleum per chemical plant every 2 seconds, right? So 15 a second is maybe correct? No, this makes 2 a second. So yeah, for all of that, I can make 1 chemical plant? There's no way. What? Is that... that can't be right. 20... we're making 18... 36 a second? That's max capacity, right? Like, I'm not crazy. We worked out this was roughly like 80-ish, 84. oil a second. Alright, well we just need to add another oil thing onto it, don't we? Because I think one of these is probably not enough. Like, what is sulfur used for? Open the compendium! Or whatever the hell that thing is called. Sulfur. It is used to make literally just sulfuric acid and science. I guess it's good I'm building it right next to my science shit then. Science. 1 sulfur every 24 seconds. Well, let's get this going then. Right? Why is the chat just, like, not keeping up? And also... Factoriopedia? The compendium! It's been renamed! I need to turn the light on in this room. There we go. Now I can see my failures. And that's very important when you're playing a game like Factorio. Alright. Is this straight in line with one of these at all? It kind of looks like it is. Damn it. Let's assume it is, and never check. Good, good, good drawing. It's dead in line. I love it. So what we'll do... Boom. How far can I go? That far. Amazing. Let's make it look a little less silly. Like that. Fantastic. I think giving it a break-off point is probably smart too if I ever want to like split off of this for any godforsaken reason. I can't imagine why I would, but now I can. God damn it. Q is copy, everybody. You think you'd have learned by now. Like this. Yes. Flawless even. If you want a better way to do that, I can help you. The pipes, I mean, I'm happy with this for now. I kind of think it looks cool. If there's a better way to do it, when it gets more complex, I'll probably need the help at that point. But until then, I think this is slightly awesome. Give me that, and boom. Fantastic. So, now we have these. And I need to move it over there. Let's connect them both. And then let's be silly. Because we can always just, like, you know, delete this. And kind of at no penalty, really. I have to do something here, I guess. If I do here and then like that. Like this. This is going to get in the way of the steam. Let's bring it southwards a bit then. Can I just have it in line with this? Probably. Fantastic. As far as this can go, amazing. Actually works. It actually works. Look at that. That'll do. Sulfur doesn't get really much more complicated. It's just using blue science and acid. Yeah, I meant in the, like, as we get to more complicated things that we need to make in chemical plants, right? Because I assume there's one that needs like 3 inputs already. Or at least I thought that was. Unless that's just 3 solid. Yeah, sulfuric acid. Like, that's going to be a huge pain in the ass. So I guess we'll see how that goes. It does look like we have petroleum gas here, water here, so if I power this, we'll start getting sulfur. He's only gone and done it. Sulfur. Now, sulfur appears to be... Oh, look at that, you can see it going in there. That's very Command and Conquer, that is. I love it. Alright, I pipe it out? This feels very strange. I have to remove it with an inserter, don't I? That makes more sense. It is solid after all. Generally, you have sulfuric acid production where your sulfur is. Yeah, I can't imagine me piping this anyway. I do need the sulfur for blue science, though, so I think I will be piping at least this one in this direction. So... something like that. We've only gone and done it. Your left building needs the inputs flipped. They have to be a certain way around? Oh. That depresses me greatly. Oh. Well, then how am I going to do this? You can actually flip the building? Using H or V? What? Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm really glad you told me that, because I would never have ever figured that out. Okay. Awesome. He needs to stop doing it. He really does. And I am he. There we go. Alright, well, we have sulfur for 2 options. We really can't afford to make this much sulfur. So we're just going to focus on this sulfur for the time being. I should just leave it a little gap. So if I was going to make some blue science, and I am, let's make it here. For blue science, I need advanced circuitry. And that needs plastic. And plastic needs coal and petroleum. Well, I have coal. I have petroleum. Not much, though. So you know what? It is time to expand the railway. And thus the Venn diagram, or the flowchart that is this game, has been wrote. It has been written. Alright, so let's see. More petroleum is here. That means more bugs. And that means more bad. What was that on the map? Is that just a ridge line? I'm assuming it is. There is a lot of iron here. Is that 10 million ore? Okay. That's good. I have no defenses on the south of my base, and there's a big thing there. That's bad. When do I get drones? Hold on, I'm rewriting the Venn diagram. When do I get, like, transport drones? Worker robots. It's blue. Personal robot, worker robot. Exoskeleton. Uranium processing power. Worker robot cargo. Where's the worker robot, though? Do I have it already? Uranium mining. Laser. You'll have to see that. Electric energy distribution too. Density structure. Alright, I mean, I somehow ended up in the explosives tree and I need to get out. How do I see the entire tree? Go back? Nope. I'm in explosives. Here we go. Okay. Trains. Automobilism. Trains. Coal liquefaction. Automation 3. Worker robot. So it's under purple science, which is just red, green, and blue. And then that allows us to, in fact, design and create... No, that's worker robot speed 5. That's really... That's a lot. Robotics. Okay. So then that gives us... This tree is terrifying. Logistics robots. Okay. So once we get blue science, we can then do the robotics. Alright. So it is blue science. Red, green, and blue are the cost to unlock purple, and then purple is a whole kettle of fish. Well, I know how to get fish now, so that shouldn't be a problem. I need to put some gun turrets on the south wall. Did I get an extra of... No, but what I do have are quite literally these. Kettle of fish? How big is your kettle? Sir, I am British. If you wish to duel me, there are more effective methods than to ask a man the size of his kettle. Alright, sorry, I've been reading a lot of the Count of Monte Cristo, so starting to think like that. Actually though, speaking of people talking like idiots, although I will say, Count of Monte Cristo is a great book, and I stand by my recommendation from the Final Fantasy critique. If you haven't read the book, it's pretty good. You can read it for free online too. But speaking of people talking strangely, I guess. So we had a all-employee meeting at my job, and I like my job. My job's good. I enjoy it. I'm pretty good at it, if I do say so myself, and I've been doing well there, you know. And I very much enjoy my job. But let me tell you, the corporatisms never stop hurting, ever. It's sometimes very physically painful to hear people talk in corporate. There's a creator that my wife has that appears on my wife's Instagram from time to time, and he basically plays 4 roles of people, all of them reacting to different corporate events, right? And the 4 different types are the 4 different generations. So, like, you know, Gen Z, Millennial, Gen X, and Boom. And let me tell you, the Boomer does a thing where he laughs in corporate. And, you know, when I first saw it, I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of funny, but obviously, you know, it's an exaggeration, it's a skit. The more of these all-employee meetings I go to, the less funny it becomes. Because they really do be laughing in corporate at these places. They really do just, they go, like, just all the time. Like, oh, I guess my screen share isn't working. I guess, well, I guess I'll have to give you some time back. It's maddening. It's maddening. But some of the corporate speak, just like it does cause some kind of like actual mental damage. Like, so this all employee meeting I was in the other day, they were talking, like, one guy was talking and he's like, I'm gonna hand it off to this guy, and then that guy talks for a bit about something, and then it hands it back to the, you know, other guy who's obviously one of the chief officers or whatever, and then he goes and he's just talking about the new initiatives or whatever, which is already corporate enough. The amount of times I hear the word initiative every day triples when I have a mandatory meeting. But anyway, he then goes, I just wanted to double click on something you said in your presentation. And I'm like, I just had to pause what I was doing, and I was like, excuse me? You have to double click on what they just said? Are you fucking serious? What do you fucking mean, double click? Like, I'd already heard all of the others, like, you know, drill down or like circle back or all the others, but fucking double click was a new branch on the tree for me to hit myself with. Like, oh my god. I was so upset. I just needed to double click on what you just said there for a moment. I was livid. I was so upset at what was just inflicted upon me, like personally. It's very, very sad. I need to fix this so that it stops being a separate stack of inventory. But I was just... He said something else too immediately afterwards, but I had not recovered from double click, so I just didn't hear it. My brain registered like that was pretty dumb as well, and I'm like, no, not interested. The guy said I need to double click on what you just said right now. Oh, what the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah, placing turrets. So yeah, if you haven't worked a corporate job, this all sounds like noise to you. And if you have worked a corporate job, it still sounds like noise, but it's noise that makes you sad. Yeah, just fucking double click, man. I was just befuddled, to say the least. Control collect? Yeah, there we go. We're at the point where we're putting full stacks of ammo into turrets. I feel proud of that. Yeah, we only do explosive deforestation, but as you noticed, it hurts not only us, but also our machines. So we have to be a little careful with how we do it. Should I hook this up real quick? I'm here. I need wires and I need circuits, honestly. Let's get them both. Do I have a little output chest? No. Let's get one. Something like that'll do. In the meantime... Beep. No output chest on this either. I have a bus, though, so I feel like I don't need it, really. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Well, actually, it has a stack size of 200, so it is not, in fact, enough. There we go. Goldfish aren't real. Those are spy robots. Hey, I had a goldfish when I was a kid, and I named it Goldine because I was not a very original child. I love that fucking goldfish. It actually kind of looked like a Goldine as well. Yeah, I love that fucking fish. I thought they were so cool. And I was right. Surely, just do this for the time being. Oh yeah, I was going to get a little chest to fill up with a little bit of circuits. I think that's a good idea. I kind of like having this just ready, because then it can just fill up while I'm not here. And then I just come over and grab it when I need it. 2 stacks. Congrats on supporting government surveillance. Yeah. I mean, I must support it with you know, a great amount of fervor because I continually buy things with microphones attached to them. So I can't be that upset about it, I guess. Alright, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing sulfur. You remember we had an objective in this game? Because that makes one of us. Sulfur. Blue science. I need advanced circuits, which needs plastic, which needs more petroleum. There we go, the flowchart is coming back to me. I am the master of this, of the plan. I made the plan, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. You just have to believe me when I say that. Okay. Also, we need that iron anyway, because that's not a lot of iron left. Maybe that's what's happening. Do you know? I think I know, and that's almost good enough. Alright. So... more rails. That's the other thing I need. Oh no, I have a lot of rails. I have signals, I have train stops, rail chain signals. Reads the next signal in the path to allow better control of trains. Weird. Okay. Maybe I need to use that in certain places so that the trains know whether they can go or not. We'll deal with that later. I do want engines, though. Please make more. Alright. Your phones are through US Cellular because they're pretty much the best company for the Midwest. But what about T-Mobile? And we got an email saying they would keep US Cellular around for a bit while they slowly transition everything over. Yep. It is crazy to me that they just kind of let these companies buy up telecom companies, like the whole AT&T monopoly of the 70s just never happened. Like we've been, or was it the 90s? We've literally been here before, and yet let's do it again. We learned nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. So I have walls. I need more. I need more walls. That's the other thing I'll need. Wall, because I am much closer to the enemy down there, so we should probably be a bit smarter about it. I need more pumps as well, more pump jacks, make a couple of those. I need more gears. And more pipes again? Wow, we use a lot of pipes. Honestly, just give me all the pipes. It turns out I need all of them. Maybe not all of them, put a couple of them back. But, like, I need a lot of pipes. I wish the stack size was 500. Restart with T-Mobile, and the only thing I could do was press restart, and then all hell broke loose, yeah. That sounds about right. Pretty much any time you have to transition anything to anything else, it's a nightmare. My wife's grandmother wanted me to help her upgrade her PC, and so we went over there, and we were over there for 7.5 hours. Didn't get the PC upgraded because it's 2 volt upgrades to Windows 10, or to Windows 11, and can't be upgraded to Windows 10 because Microsoft decided that you're not allowed to do that anymore. They just woke up one day and said, yep, fuck you. You can't upgrade Windows 8 to Windows 10 anymore. So I ended up just having to be like, you know what? You don't need to upgrade. And honestly, she doesn't. She doesn't use it. She doesn't use the PC for anything. Actually. But it was quite frustrating. But the last time I had to upgrade or reinstall her operating system was a while back, and that was hell in a handbasket, to say the least. T-Mobile tried to install 30 different mobile games. That's the thing. Yes, it does. It does. My PC started Windows 7 and upgrade through to Windows 11, excluding Windows 8. Yeah, I mean, if you do it quickly enough, that works. But, I mean, you know, obviously my wife's grandmother just isn't really thinking about stuff like that. So, just never got upgraded. And I never felt that she needed to anyway, because, again, she never used it for anything. But yeah, no, but every time my fucking phone, because we have Verizon, because Verizon's apparently good, although I beg to differ. Every time the phone fucking updates, we have to play a, like, fucking Where's Waldo, where we scroll through our application list and just delete the 4 random bullshit fucking mobile games that they've installed on our phones without our permission that could literally straight up just be malware. Like, I want, like, it's just waiting to happen. It's begging to happen. You just open a shitty mobile app that's just a normal mobile app, and then you wait for T-Mobile to reach out to you, or for Verizon to reach out to you and be like, hey, we're including your mobile app as part of our ad thing for the blah 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 that you paid for. And I'll be like, great, yeah, do that. And then when they install it on everybody's phone, you turn the malware on. Like, it's just, I'm waiting for that to happen, because it's just, what do you mean you install these random applications that I didn't choose and I can't opt out of in your fucking quote-unquote security update? Are you fucking serious? Yeah, the amount of times I had to install Toon Blast, yeah, Candy Crush, yeah, like fucking, what was the other one? Like, Clash Royale or some shit. Like, I actually played that way back in the day. Back when I was in uni. Because my friend was playing it and I was like, yeah, I'll play it. And it was kind of fun, but I don't need that shit anymore. Fuck off. Don't ever talk to me. So I'm going to need a bunch of miners, which needs gears. Yeah, gears. Remember when we knew what we were doing? I don't. Alright, gears. Again, let's do the whole little tiny chest with shite in it. Perfect. Rotate it. This one can just fill up. Like, now we'll do that. Just pick up everything. Let's just fucking go. Let's just like do this. There we go. That's a good way to do it. Surely that's effective and efficient. All right, we have some steel now. How many pump jacks do I have on me? 10. That's enough. I need more mining drills. Then what else? I am out of... Now I'm out of plates. We've definitely pulled off from the bottom bus a lot more than the top. Next time we need to use plates for something, we should correct that, I imagine. I have plates now. Don't tell me I ever need plates ever again. What else do we need? We do need walls. We can go get those. I think it was Royal Kingdom. Clash Royale isn't popular anymore, I don't think. Maybe it was Royal Kingdom then or something. I recognize the fucking king from it, though. Whatever it was. It had the, like, little mascot king guy from it. What's the stack size for grenades? 100? Don't mind if I do, frankly. Oh, 99? I know what I'm doing. See, and you doubted me, random. You doubted that I knew what I was doing, when in fact I do. Alright, what the fuck are we doing? Plastic. Petroleum. Need petroleum. Petroleum needs turrets and other things. The mascots are basically identical. Okay, then yeah, that would explain my confusion. We do need to be able to make a locomotive. Actually, no, we don't, because the same train is going to go all the way through, so it's actually fine. How are we going to do that, by the way? Maybe we just need to have two trains. One goes here and the other comes down here. Because if I had it come through here, and now I could have it loop back up. I don't know if I want to, though. I feel like I want each station to be its own loop. Maybe we do want to have like a split somewhere here-ish? No, somewhere here-ish, and then just have it like somewhere here-ish. Have it go straight to that. Maybe that's what we'll do. Either way, we have to go build a wall real quick. We do some turrets as well. Do I have any on me? I don't see any. I don't have any inserters either. Still having to make gears? Why? I thought I picked up a shit ton. Oh, each gun turret is 10 gears? Holy. Is there a stack in here? No. Okay, there we go. That should work. That's a ton. Alright. We have turrets. We don't really have much in the way of bullets, but we'll probably be fine. Where is my car? Where did I put it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, let's walk to the car. I had to get the frickin' F-lot pass or something it was. I can't remember what it was. There was a fucking parking lot for Arizona State University, because that's where I went to uni. That was like a 40-minute walk from the actual campus. But it was also only $200 a semester for a parking pass there, instead of like 500. Hold on, I'm getting a call. I'm going to take it 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. This music was not as loud as I thought it was, so sorry about that. Anyway, I'm done with my work call, so let us get back to the factory. My second job, it turns out. So we were going to make a rail base thing? Is that the plan? Yeah, we're going to make a rail base right here. Combined yield 1370. Okay, so it's a lot more. It's almost double what this oil field does. So maybe having it on its own line makes a lot of sense. Either way, we should head over there. And if we're missing something, we'll figure it out eventually. And we'll drive back. Probably. We'll go north. Because this is where we're going to lay the track anyway, probably. I should probably not reverse all the way there. That would be a little foolish. Although it's at a pretty decent speed. I feel like it's the kind of speed I can live with. There we go. A lot of water over here too. I wonder if we should just refine this where we are. Alright, so that's right in the base. It looked further away on the map than it actually is, so we're just going to have to deal with this. I don't really see a choice. Let's draw out all the little biters, and then we can deal with the little turrets. There we go. Any others? Couple. Yeah, these are good bullets. I like these bullets. They work. Bullets work good. Bullet good. There we go. Alright, is that everything? Looks to be. Oh, I should probably move out of the acid. There we go. Alright, so we're good here. Let's go ahead and repair while we're at it. Here we go. Awesome. Alright, so we have that. This is our oil field. I wonder if we should just turn this into petroleum since it's so close to the water. We could just do that. But then what? We just ship petroleum back? I mean, is it really any different? I don't think it is. I think we'll stick with the crude oil. Why not? A whole lot of iron as well. So yeah, we'll definitely want a second train for this. Because this train will need an extra carriage to be able to pick up any of the iron that we're going to be inevitably mining. But now, though, this is all we want. So let's get a bit of wall going. So that we have some kind of defense here. Not much, but something. Like that. There we go. Fine, I have a solution for this. It's called a grenade. Flawless. It was in fact not flawless. And then give me this. Whoops. I don't know why I've decided to round the corner. Let's not call it rounding the corners, but maybe like making the corners more of an edge and less of a straight line. I don't know why I've decided to do that, but I can't stop. There we go. Alright, we have our little oil base. Give me a grenade. And right next to the oil fields, what could possibly go wrong? Explosive deforestation, the only kind we know. Ow. Ow. Perfect. Okay. Am I getting the car out? It's a valid question. We won't worry about it right now. Pump jacks. Let's place them down. Cannot reach. So all of these are right here. So I'm thinking some kind of... The train comes in through here, maybe. Comes in on this side, leaves that side. Well, we want it to have like a straight line, so that then all of the things that want to attach to it can attach to it. So maybe we need to push this out a bit. Have the train basically go straight down this line that we've created right here. That would probably... That would probably be ideal. Oh, what else would be ideal? Not having to sneeze. Why did we evolve that? What benefit could it possibly be providing? And what's worse, needing to sneeze and not being able to. Why is that an option? Like, if I need to sneeze, I need to sneeze. It shouldn't be optional. So we have 18 for 30 a second? Yeah, this is much better. I can't imagine we need much in the way of balance here. But we have what? How many? 1, 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 9 oil wells, so 3 per 3 per tank. Sounds relatively reasonable, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can live with that, kind of. I need these. And then what I'm gonna want is something in the range of... Alright. This. That's what we want. And then we can have... we can do this, I think. This can attach here. We do the same thing right here. Like that. Kind of like we mentioned prior, we can attach things at these kind of joints that we make in the earth. I think that looks pretty cool. And the third one, honestly, might as well be you. Like this. Like that. And then this guy can just go to here as far as possible. Actually, we can just do this, right? So that it at least mirrors it in a nice way. This one I might just connect all three, like right here. And then this one can connect right here, like that. Oh, that looks pretty good. So we have those three over here. We have these three up here. And then down here we have these three. So we want to do basically the same thing because it looks cool. And that's how we design things, honestly. Not for function, but for form. I don't want this to be offset, but it does have to be. It's fine because I think it still connects. Yeah, it does. So we're good. We're actually good. It's a good thing it did that, probably. Oh, and then I could even do this, which we should maybe do here, like that. Just make them little nodules in the floor. I kind of like that. These little nodes. Most of the pipes underground. It looks good. It does. It looks pretty neat. I want to do the similar thing here, like so. And I'll need this here. Like that. That looks pretty good. So we've got those three on the bottom, these three in the center, and these three at the top. So that's 14, 18, 16, 10, 10, and 14. 14, 21, and 30. Maybe, no, fuck it, I don't care. They're going to fill up at different rates, and that's fine, because they're all going to be pumped into the train at the same speed. Quickly. So that's alright. If I were to try to do anything with any of this... It's a lot. Which one's bigger, even? This is 10, this is 8? I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess this is somewhat kind of closer and maybe easier to defend. Actually, if we look at this ridge line, it is easier to defend this way. I wonder if we just set up defenses here. Like a proper wall, you know? Because we should be able to do something like this, right? And then nobody can get through? Like that. And that's just properly barricaded now. I've played a tiny amount of StarCraft. I have some idea what I'm doing. There we go. Cliff is in the way. Perfect. How much health do the cliffs have? Infinite. Ideal. Well, actually, let's test that. I don't know if I should. I should not. Let's not test the cliff durability on the ones that are so very important to the survival of my base here. I really don't want to have to defend all this. But it looks so... It's so, like, obvious to do it. We should do it. We should do it. Let's do it. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then up here... I mean, even up here, we definitely want to protect all this for obvious reasons. So yeah, let's just commit. There we go. Wonder if I should do the little defensive things that I did prior. I don't even know if they really work as defensive things, you know, but we can try it. Like this, and then like that. Like that. They are not evenly spaced. Or are they? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, they are. Yeah, no, they're evenly spaced. Okay. So that's that. I think this makes sense. We can put turrets everywhere the wall is. And then just feed them from the train? That sounds good. That's stone and copper over there. This part, how do we defend this? Well, with more walls, that's for sure. But let's just put down some kind of blueprint. Like this, maybe? Just straight, I guess? Just a straight shot? To the water? Or do we do an angle and be funky with it? I think let's be funky with it. We're here to, you know, have fun, aren't we? That's the plan? Who are you and where do you come from? Yeah. Masakai! 72 with a party of 8. How the hell are you, Masakai? I hope you've had a fantastic evening streaming Factorio. I know I have when I wasn't dealing with work-related items. Welcome Raiders. I am PolarBear0084. I play, well, just kind of a lot of stuff, honestly. But right now I've been obsessed with Factorio, and you know why. You're here, you were watching someone play Factorio, you understand. You understand the problem. Let's share in it together. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream, Masakai. Hope you're enjoying yourself and that you are not struggling with trains in quite the same way that I am. It was a good evening? That's great to hear. But yeah, I play games on Twitch, and then when I'm not playing games on Twitch, I am working my day job, or I am creating video game critiques. I've critiqued Dark Souls the first, and also Final Fantasy 16, because I shortly took leave of my senses. But don't worry, I'm better. I'm better now. Trains are easy enough. They are. No, they are. Really what trains are forcing me to do is acknowledge that there's a world outside of my little base, and that's what makes trains difficult. It's less the actual train track and more the journey that the track requires. That's where my apprehension comes in, and also my crippling need to build things on a diagonal in a Command and Conquer style game. That's more of a me problem, I'll admit, than the game, but it is something I'm having to deal with. Something like this. Like that. Doing a Planetary Pioneer mod playthrough? That's... So wait, is that a mod on top of the new DLC? Or is that a mod that was around before the new DLC? It is? Holy. The new DLC looks terrifying enough. That's kind of awesome. How has that been going? And what on earth is that like? DLC adds like 5 planets? And the mod makes it 40. Ah, okay, yeah. I see. That's insane. I love it. It's a good kind of insanity. That's fantastic. Holy. Oh, I'm doing this in a very foolish manner. Yeah, I'm doing this in a very... There's an easy way to do this. I can just not be stupid, and we can do it together. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So then we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we move in 1. Like this. This will allow us to have kind of decent turrets, I believe. And it will satisfy me to build on a diagonal for no reason. You know what? Sorry, there's going to be a lot of undoing in this. If I could control Z, I absolutely would be. Do this. Then do this. There we go. Like that. How's this? Because then we can stagger the turrets like this. And that just looks cool. That's really the only reason I'm doing any of this. Is because I think it looks cool. And you'll quickly realize that's largely why I do anything in these kinds of games. Not because it's good. The space mod was there before the DLC. The mod creator was hired by the dev to work on the DLC. That is awesome. I love it when devs do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how am I going to... How am I going to deliver bullet? It's the age-old question that was launched by the very first Call of Duty. Or actually, was Battlefield first? I forget. How do I deliver bullet? Well, it's 12:30 a.m. So I guess yes, absolutely. Masakai, thank you for the raid, my friend. It's incredibly kind of you. Have an awesome sleep. Sleep well and imagine the sound of I was going to say trains, but honestly rockets. The solid fuel like booster rockets. And thank you for the follow as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, imagine just lull yourself to sleep with the roar of the SLS rockets. How's that? Okay, this looks good. I wish it would tell me how much I need, but it's definitely more than 65. So I'm going to go get those now, and then we're going to build it, and it's going to be good. Prefer the Starship rocket? Well, I imagine the Starship rocket is cooler. Gate. Oh, you can just oh, that's nice. I didn't realize you could just replace walls with gates. That is good. I like that a lot. Does the SLS actually stand for Space Launch System? Is that, or Shuttle Launch System? Because I was thinking that, and I was going to say that, and then I was like, no, that's not what it stands for. That would be silly. That's such an obvious name for it, but I think that's actually what it stands for. I'm like 90% certain that it is. All right, how much power do these need? 90 kilowatts. How much power does a solar panel provide? Yeah, we're getting dangerous with it. 60. Oh god. There's 9 of them. There's 54. It's 540 kilowatts. So that means I need how many solar panels? I need 9? Oh, okay, you know what? It's actually not that bad. It felt bad until I said it out loud, and then I realized it's fine. I will happily power this with 9 solar panels. So I don't have to run power from wherever over here. It's actually not that bad at all. I'll probably need more than that, but let's just put a little solar array over here. We'll need batteries too. That's a valid thought that just popped into my brain, unbidden, but still appreciated. Batteries. Accumulator. That's not a battery. Stores a limited amount of energy when available production exceeds demand and releases it in the opposite case. Oh. It's a smart battery. It's IntelliBattery. Okay, I can live with that. You know what? Let's just make it a solid 10. How much do the guns use? Oh yeah, they're self-powered. They're powered by rage. By love for the Emperor. That makes sense. Gate. Ungat. Rotate it first. Ungat. Alright. Alright, let's head north. Let's head east. So we need walls. Don't let me forget that. Don't let me forget that we need walls. What else do we need? We don't need that tree. I'll tell you that for free. What are we missing for blue science? I feel like I'm throwing myself all over the place, and I apologize. We are missing... Oh yeah, the advanced circuits, which is plastic, which means more petroleum gas. Okay. So yeah, it makes sense that we want more petroleum gas. It's one of the few intelligent things I've done thus far. So yeah. This is necessary and also important. So let's continue, shall we? I apologize for the state of my base. Yeah, that's the entire thought. I am sorry. These engines done? Yeah, they're done. Good. Actually, I do need a locomotive engine based on how I'm doing this, so let's make that now. Walls. They're over here. Walls. They're at Walmart. Oh, wait, what is that ad? I can't remember. I still have this copper node not tapped into yet. Yeah. This iron node is rapidly running out of resources. How much is it? 185? Okay, so it's not running out that quickly. It is running out. We're tapping out the edges, but the interior still has like 18,000. Like these central ones are going to go for a while. We are going to need to pick up the slack soon. Very soon. So we have walls, we have rails. I think we're good then. Oh, bullet. Do I have enough bullet? I have some. I should get more. I require more bullet. Are these not attached? Maybe this one's never had to be used, so it hasn't allocated itself. Because these 5 do... Funnily enough, those 5 are enough. Who would have ever imagined? Alright. So we want to go north to get around the rocks and also the forest. And I think, honestly, going up and around this is easier. Yeah, it is. It's a lot easier. Yep. Until it isn't. Alright. Well, we're back here. Overshot a little bit, but it's fine. Alright, so here we are. We have our pumps ready. We have our solar panels. Oh, I wanted to make batteries. That was it. See, I knew I was forgetting something. How does one make batteries? I assume it would be in here, right? With the power poles? Do I not know how to make them yet? There's a lamp. Personal battery is in here. But not a big battery. For whatever reason. Power switch. Outputs constant circuit network signals. Oh, okay, yeah, like redstone stuff. It makes sense. Oh, is it just accumulator? Is that what the battery is? Is the accumulator? Sorry, I know that you've... any raiders who have decided to hang around, I know that you were just in space. But the questions I ask are going to be rather foolish in nature. But yeah, I guess actually I need to mass produce batteries. I can't make them myself. But I don't use batteries for storage. I use accumulators for storage. That actually makes a certain amount of sense. But where's the battery though? That's a personal battery. That's not a battery. Let's check in here. Personal battery, battery. Battery recipe. Ah, in a chemical plant. And it needs sulfuric acid. Uh-huh. We're not quite at the level where we can do this. This is fine, though, because frankly... Why are these not powered? Or connected to power? Does a medium power pole connect to all of them? Maybe. Maybe we need to reevaluate how we do this then. Alright, so there's that. Let's take this. Ooh, that's a choice that I've made. I assume this is in it, right? This is somewhat centered. And that is not. That is. So like this. Like that. Okay, that kind of works. That actually kind of works. I don't hate it either. I thought I would. And I don't. Give me this. Put it dead center. Look at that. And I disconnected it again. Yeah, that's going to keep happening. It's fine. It's fine. Those are all in. Alright. We have some power being produced. Right there. I'm too far away. That. Like that. And then I'll take this. It's actually all being powered by solar power. So obviously it's only going to work half the time, but it's better than none of the time. And I don't have to then, you know, as previously mentioned, funnel power from way over there down here. I do need to deal with that tiny base though. I imagine it's enough for me to handle on foot, right? That's probably famous last words, I would assume. Do I see a turret? No. Oh yeah, it's not even anything. So is there any downside to destroying too many, like, spawners? Because I feel like I remember someone saying that it increases the evolution speed of the Tyranids, but I may have misread that, or I may genuinely be misremembering it. Yes, there is? Okay. Then I should probably stop killing them so frivolously. Oh yeah, I need to build this wall. So yeah, it makes them evolve faster, so then you get worse Tyranids. I don't know what they're actually called in this game. Are they like insects or spiders or Tyranids? Bugs? I'm trying to think of famous... what are they called in Helldivers? I actually don't remember. It does speed up the evolution. Okay. So yeah, I'll get bigger biters sooner, which would be worse. I like this little staggered wall. I know functionally it serves no purpose and is worse, but aesthetically, I enjoy it. I'm going to leave that little blueprint there because it matches the water. And that's my dysfunction, I guess. And I mean, we all kind of have to deal with it inadvertently, but alright, so we now have a wall between us and them. Between the good guys and the insects. Obviously these don't have power now, which is fine. I mean, it's not like any of this oil's going anywhere just yet. So next, what we need is... we need to figure out where the train's going to go. That's really the next question. So if I take a railroad... actually, if I take... nope. If I take a railroad, that shouldn't be here. Neither should that or this. We have railroad. So if I were to take it and bring it straight down, like just right down here, I feel like that's good, probably. Right, so if I bring it right down here, that means we'll be able to easily take all of the output of this and put it here. We can take the output of this and feed it as well. But I guess the next question is, which direction are we coming from and which direction are we going to? So it does speed up the evolution, but I guess you can't just leave them, right? Like, you probably should thin the herd every now and then. I mean, look at these. Look at these up here. Getting flashbacks to playing StarCraft 2 on the ladder. Especially that one. Look at that. Anyway, so there is pollution spreading from here, and we have no guns. Maybe we shouldn't have it powered right now. I'm going to turn it off. I'm turning it off real quick. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. Okay. No pollution. No pollution right now. Don't let them know we are here. But yeah, back to the map. So we're coming in from this direction. When they spawn under your pollution cloud, or your pollution cloud grows, you'll probably need to eliminate them or have super strong defenses. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the pollution cloud is... we're roughly kind of closed in here right now. This isn't going to touch anything for a while. This one I am worried about, so I'm going to wait until I've got some kind of... any kind of defense, actually. None of those biters are going to bother me. Yeah, none of these are way up north. These ones are. And maybe these guys? They're semi-close, I guess. But anyway, yeah, rail. Can I place on the map? No. It's worth a try. I mean, I can from here, I guess, which is kind of cool. So if I have a radar, I can. But I need the radar. That's still kind of neat. So I think I would probably just split off of here. Ah, there is this cliff in the way. Gotta make some cliff explosives. But I would split off of here and have it come down this way. I think is probably the ideal way. It's the ideal path. So then in direction would be south. So then out direction would have to also be... you have to go south and then spin around. Is this base game or space age? This is 1000% the base game. It's my first playthrough of the game ever, and yeah, I felt like the space age stuff looked really, really cool, but I am not ready. I've played Dyson Sphere program, but I'm not ready. I didn't finish it. Oh, there's some stone here too. That's good to know. Hey, look at how the little straight rail changes as you place it, as you move it around the map. So the PNG that is shown, or the JPEG that is shown, is determined based on your coordinates on the map. That's really cool. That's really neat. Ha! That's good. That's actually really good. I like that a lot. Anyway, sorry. Nerd things. I have yet to finish the space age. It seems daunting. It looks daunting. I mean, even just trying to play this game normally in the space age seems pretty daunting to me. We can just place it and then just remove whatever's in the way, right? That's something that we have access to. Kind of want it to go here and then like this. This is entirely unnecessary and superfluous, but also kind of cool, you have to admit. Do we need to leave more space than this? I feel like maybe we do. Oh, you can place outside of the radar. That's very cool. What? Look at this. So we're rejoining the railway at a very different place from when we left it, but that's probably fine. You need to do this and then this. Okay. I can destroy these rocks. They do. I do not fear them. Hold on. Like this, right? No, not quite. Give me this, and then... This is kind of cool, you have to admit. Being able to do it on the map like this? That's pretty neat. Alright, we have our plan. There's a few things for us to destroy along the way, but I think it looks good. Also, how are you doing on this fine evening, Admiral? If I may call you such. Hope you're doing well. So have you finished the base game? Because you said you haven't finished Space Age, but did you complete the base game before doing Space Age, or did you just dive right in? Because if you did, then you are braver than I. Because I could not. You just dove in? Most impressive. Yeah, no, I could not. Right, I'm screwing this up royally, and thus proving why I did not start with Space Age, because I could barely play the base game, it turns out. Alright, keep going. Well then, by all means, remove it. What do you mean you can't reach it? I'm right here. I forget how short my little guy's arms are. You can imagine placing an entire railway track on the map, but can't reach a tree 3 feet away. It is, it's quite devastating. Alright. There's a lot of trees. So you know what time it is? It's grenade time. There we go. Flawless. Can't reach. Yeah, it did tell me that a few times, I guess. It tried to tell me, and I didn't listen. Probably go back and do the base game. Not sure. I got as far as the space science going in my last run. I got to Volcanus. So I need to do a restart with the biter expansion turned off. Yeah, the biters are already terrifying as it is. They're not too bad. I mean, I have them on default, whatever that is. So they're not too bad in my game, but... Fire at will! Never liked that guy. There we go. It's never ceased to upset me that when in Star Trek, when they had Patrick Stewart become a cyborg, they didn't have him say fire at will. They really fucked up. They screwed it up. They had something there. And they screwed it up. For anyone who doesn't know, in that show, his second in command's name was Will. That's the entire joke. There we go. Alright. So we want to keep going this way. Oh, you can build off of anywhere in the blueprint, which is kind of nice. I like that. Doesn't matter which direction I choose to build in, does it? Because the railway track is any direction. The trains choose the direction, I think. I'm kind of just saying things now, but I feel like they're true, and that's probably all that matters. I guess I'll chop these down. They'll build new bases near your base while you're off doing something else, so you have to stop, go back and deal with it, and then remember what you were doing. I already have a hard enough time trying to remember what I'm doing. Just from me alone, I don't even need the biters to confuse me. I do that myself. You just chop the tree. That's all I'm asking. There we go. Finding out how to duplicate something, how to copy something that's already been placed was the best thing I've done in this game. And I'm so glad I figured that out. All on my own as well. Hover over something and hit Q, and then you grab it. So like you can grab the wall, you can grab the rail track, anything. It's so much easier than trying to fiddle around with the hotbars. The hotbars are good, but this is better. So this is a massive unnecessary loop, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It has a certain something to it that I just enjoy. This way, if I do have this all mined, if it works with ghost items too, yeah, I think I was doing that when I was doing the ghost rail track, which is really nice. Yeah, I need to start using blueprints probably. I feel like blueprints are good, and I should really be using them. So yeah, this leaves it open so that if we do set up this iron ore, which we absolutely have to, we can then pipe it into here and just have... Hell, we could even have another stop just for the iron ore. I don't think we need to, though. That would be silly. But then again, we could. There is nothing stopping us. Except our own hubris. Alright, so... I want it to go south. And do I want it set up the same way? Yeah, I do. So if I was going to do that, I would need oil to be the second item. So right here, basically. So this is where oil would stop. Feel like that makes sense? Then the second cab is oil, and it's right in line with these tankards right here. And then the next one would be ammunition, which can just be fed in here and then looped around. And then the last one would be iron ore. So I think that works. Every time I say iron ore, I feel like I'm saying the name of like some elvish king from Lord of the Rings. I don't know. It's probably my cross to bear, I suppose. Fuel. Yes. Thank you. Alright, and now I need... King Iron Ore. Alright, so I need a cargo wagon, fluid wagon, and a cargo wagon. And that would be this entire train. So we'd need fluid, cargo, oops. This is the whole train. Because we have bullet, petroleum, or crude oil. So oil, bullet, and then iron ore. Which would come from either here or both, eventually. I think that's good. I kind of like the idea of having a second pointless train stop, so I'm going to do that, actually. Way down here. Because we're looking for the yellow marker, I believe. And the yellow marker is like right in line with where the iron ore is. So we can just have stop for the oil, come down here, stop for the ore, and go on its merry way. I like it. It's silly and therefore it's good. Alright. So this has to be... Let's see... And this needs to be rhythm... Crude Industries. There we go. Done. And then this one... In honor of our raider we had today, obviously. This one definitely needs to be train stations with the same name. Oh, we're not going to have that problem, don't worry. Masakai. 72 tons iron. $72 tons mining corp. There we go. Perfect. Fantastic. So we have Laguna Fox pasted up. We have the okayest oil you can mine. It's a bit of an... doesn't make sense, but it's fine. We'll call this Rhythm Twine Crude Industries. We're going to be silly, at least be serious about it. Alright, Rhythm Twine Crude Industries. And then Masakai 72 Tons Mining Corp. 72 ton. Perfect. 72 tons. And what do you get? Another day older, deeper in dead. So we need oil. Oil to come to here. That'll be easy enough. We have pumps, right? 2. We need 3. Although I do kind of see what Random is saying with the 2 pumps. One at the top, one at the bottom. That's effectively the same. But I have been setting this up with 3 tanks, so I'm just going to keep going with 3. Have I made it yet? I did. Oh, actually, I should do it here then, so it's in line. Is it in line? That's in line. This is in line. This one can't be, which is fine. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Alright, so like this. And I guess I'll have these come out as well, so that at least it's even, and it looks like it could be in a Final Fantasy game. There we go. That's as far as it goes? Right there. See, that's, disappointed! Apparently... I assume we've all seen the disappointed meme. Apparently, he wasn't supposed... Kevin Sorbo wasn't supposed to say that. Apparently, he read... This is from the Hercules movie, if anyone hasn't seen it. It's basically just... I can't remember... I don't know what the line he says before it. But it's irrelevant, actually. Because what he does is he says a line dramatically and then just screams, "Disappointed!" Really, really loudly. Which is very weird. But apparently he wasn't supposed to do that. Who would have thought? That was actually in the script, in parentheses, most likely to kind of indicate, you know, the tone that you would say a line with, to kind of give the actor a prompt of the emotion they're trying to convey. But no, Kevin Sorbo decided that actually he was supposed to yell disappointed. And it was definitely a choice. It was definitely a choice. Actually, I might change this so that they're all matching, because I am broken and I'm sorry. Like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. That looks good. Anyway. Oh, wait, hold on. That looks good. Now it's finished. So there's that. This is where the oil will come in. And we also do need the bullet to come out as well. So I'm thinking just a simple wooden chest. Just a single wooden chest. Do I want long inserter for this or no? That would be funny. Just a single wooden chest with an item limit of some kind. Can I have automation connecting the wooden chest to the cargo wagon? Is that something I can do? No. Can I connect it to wire cannot reach? How do I make a wire go further then? To the locomotive? Because basically what I want to do is I want to say, hey, if this is full, power poles. Oh, wait, really? You use power poles to run automation lines? Oh, maybe that's why you can... Oh. Look at that. That's too far, isn't it? Yeah. Shite. Hold on. Hold on. Pick it up. Oh yeah, look, you can run automation lines next to the power. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Can't connect to the locomotive, but can connect to the station. So the station now has... Send the contents of the circuit network to the train so they can be used for wait conditions. That's exactly what we needed. Yes. Okay, perfect. So then what we can do is we can have a wait condition, and hopefully we're able to say this or that, right? Or this and that. Because what I want to do is wait for this to be full, but also wait for either this to be empty or this to be full. Right? That's the goal. Yeah, that's actually really cool. The fact that it runs... oh yeah, and there's green here. So there's green... there's green wire for automation, there's red wire for automation, and then there's copper for power. And the power pole's going to carry all of them. That's kind of badass. Anyway. And this way what we can do is we can just kind of have a little bit of a buffer here. And this should absolutely be a fast inserter. Let's not be silly. Let's do this. I need to make another wooden box. There we go. Let's do this, and then what we can do is we can... There we go. We can connect all these together and send their signals here. And hopefully we should be able to do something with this. So I need to add the Rhythm Twine Crude Industries to this. Fantastic. And now I should be able to set weight conditions, right? Here we go. Weight condition. So either empty cargo inventory. Can I set a filter on this? No. Has cargo in inventory? No. Circuit condition. Item count. Item count. Oh yeah, and there we go. Circuit or cargo. And then can I add another one that says and? Fluid count. Oh my god, you can. It's... Oh, it's so good. So circuit... I need to move this up to the top. Can I do that? I can. So fluid and circuit or cargo. So these two or these two. Oh. So fluid. Like that. 25,000? Circuit. What does the circuit send? I guess is the question, right? This normal chest reads the contents of the container and sends them to the circuit network. Got it. So if I come back here, the circuit should say that there is greater than... We have ones on each of them, so 250? Is that constant? So like this, and then paste. Looks good. So this is 300, basically. So if these are full, then we're expecting 300 piercing rounds. So if there's greater than 250 in there, then we're happy. And cargo, if there is 0. So fluid and circuit. How do I do this? I need these to be interoperable, right? Like... Fluid is full. I need these to be like in a parentheses almost, and I don't know how to do that. Circuit or cargo. These two... How do I make these two rely on each other? How do I do this? Yeah, there must be some way to get the parentheses in the right place. That's exactly what I'm thinking. That's my thoughts exactly. I'm not insane. Sadly, though, I think it's going to have to be for next week because I'm up past my bedtime. Well, I'm not really up past my bedtime, but I do need to do some things before bed. Some of them involve trains. No, I really do need to. I decide to combine it. Oh no. Oh no. I'm programming. I do this as a job. I do this for a living. Yeah, I know, I probably should. It's time to program. Compares circuit network signals. Then you can or together the two bullet things before they go into the train. Well, the problem is I need both the cargo count of the wagon and the cargo count of the boxes, right? That's kind of what I need. And the cargo count of the train is here. Cargo count of the boxes is here. And I need to make them work in here. Because I can't take the information from the train out of the train. Like, you can't connect it outwards. Unless, can I connect it like this? Send to train. Read train count. Reads the number of trains going to this stop. Nope. Read stopped train. A unique number for that train. Read train contents. Well. Rip. Deal with that next time. We are still expecto petroleum, but I guess we're moving on to redstone and iron. Redstone and iron dust. Alright, done. Ah, I did think it was strange I could use an and. Redstone and iron dust. Perfect. Well, I think we got a lot done. I think we did a lot of things, and I am feeling pretty good about it, actually. Let's see. There's got to be someone we can pass our raid on to. Thank you again, Masakai, for the raid, by the way. I hope you are fast asleep, and you can't hear a word I'm saying, but thank you again. Thank you everyone for hanging out as well. Thank you for all the advice. I'm sorry we had a work interruption in the middle of stream. It was very rude, and I hope they've learned their lesson. They don't do that again. Let's see. This person has a very orderly base. Makes me sad. We've got Space Age, Space Age. Let's see. Yeah, I think we will. Let's check this person out. They seem good. Also, this music is very quiet. I think I'm going back to this. Yeah, let's raid them. Alright, we have a raid message. Here it is. That's good try, me. Let's try that again. We have a raid message. Here it is if you want to use it. Let's raid. Did I actually spell that right the first time? I think I might have. I did? How about that? Alright, we're going to raid Young Skirt, as in like a car, I assume. We're going to raid them. They are playing Satisfactory. They're playing Factorio. But it's a very satisfying factory that they're building. So hang out with them. Enjoy it. Thank you again, Masakai, for the raid. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and for all the advice and tips. I appreciate it immensely. It makes the game a lot easier, or a lot more fun, because while I could definitely struggle through it for a long time, the building and the thinking are the fun parts, and figuring out what button to press is not. So thank you for your help with that. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evenings. Check out the YouTube channel if you haven't. I make video game critiques when I'm not knowing how to play Factorio. Have a fantastic evening. Hope to see you all next week for more of this on Wednesday. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. And I shall see you all next time.